Maxie Miller, Miller, Miller. I'm 74. I was born in 1951. I was 6 years old when I started school, so if you want to calculate that. In Limestone, we was bused, you know, the school, from Limestone. Young came to pick us up, dropped us off in Jonesboro, and then they brought the high school students up to Limestone. James Rollins, 2 brothers, and 3 sisters. 2 sisters and a brother was older than me. It was 6 of us in all. Get up and get ready and go out to catch the bus. I like the teachers and the people that I went to school with and everything. I'm a person, then I talk too much, you know. And now when I meet people, you know, I talk to them. Yeah, I never meet a friend, an enemy. My family tell me you talk too much. No. My sister left me standing in the church parking lot one day because I was talking to somebody. Had Miss Sylvers. The grades went from 4th grade, first, it was 2 different. And Miss Sylvers taught the upper grades. Yeah, I like, me and my cousin got in trouble one time. Well, they said we snuck off campus, but we walked off. We walked off. We wanted to go see this girl that had this baby. And we just walked off. And we told her we walked off. Oh, yeah. We came back. We was doing like a lunch period or something, and we was kind of late. She made us write something. I forget what it was. It might have been, I will not walk off campus again. We could have got in trouble one time. The boys locked us in the classroom, and the school bus come, and we had to jump out the window in order to catch the school bus. One girl that jumped out, she was real quiet, and it shocked us that she jumped out. Her name was Ella May. We got him.
You got him? Good.
Yeah. We had a bathroom, and it had a door in from the hallway, and then the other door went out into the gym. And we would go and unlock both. One door, you know, make sure one door was locked, and when they went in, we would stand there, me and my sister with our foot up to the door. Then we'd holler at Miss Sylvers, "The boys is in the bathroom," and she would come boy and she would tear them up, whoop them. And they tried to get me and my sister one day. They forgot the door, and we was behind her and, "Yeah, get him, you know, like, It's like, yeah, you should have checked the door. I remember Miss Brown used to play the piano. Trying to think of one play that we done one time. It was real funny. Catskill Mountain or something or another that we had. Yeah, it was more like a comedy. I don't remember any costumes. I said hide if I could. Back then it was fun, you know, because you can clown, you know. Because we had a couple that came there, their name was Neck Bottle. It'd be like once a month, and they told Bible stories, and you got these plaques to put up on the wall. I think it's the 23rd Psalm, I'm sure. Then you would get a Testament, you got a Bible, and then later on you got to go to camp, over in North Carolina. I remember going over there one year. Because I think me and Theresa, I know, went to that Bible camp. Might have been Brenda, I'm not sure. Yeah, and there was people from Elizabethton. I met a lot of friends there. And one of the guys that went, his daddy was a minister in Elizabethton, Macon. And I never seen anybody pass out before, and he passed out. And I would run from him the rest of the week because I didn't understand what was wrong with him. I thought, I know brown beans, cornbread, soup. No, they cooked for us at the school. Stevens? Thinking Stevens. I don't remember her first name. Sometimes we went to get out of class, go in and out just to get out of class. Yeah. Because somebody asked me when I was down there, do you remember Potbelly stove? I said, Potbelly stove? Where'd that come from? I'm like, you losing your mind? I almost got smart with them, but I didn't. It was a furnace. Yeah. Unless they redoing something, the school's mostly like it is now. Bathrooms was on each side of the stage, boys and girls bathroom. Because the kitchen, the dining room was in between the classrooms, on the opposite side of the gym. Remember singing Grandfather's Clock? About the older grades, honey, we hipped it up. It was boring, No. Like when you had something like a little devotion, like maybe a nursery rhyme when younger, And then we got to the older grades, we might have souped up the songs. Because the boys would tease me and my sister because we were heavy. I bet you can't get through that hole in the seats. You had a bottom hole like that. One day, honey, I got tired of hearing it and I just went through there. Now shut up. Billy brought a snake to school one day. And we got on the school bus. And he said, come and sit next to me. He pulled that snake. It was just a baby snake. And we would just step across the seat, over teasing everybody. So when we was in the upper classes then, so when Miss Sylvers found it out, she got hold of the snake, and they always burnt their trash outside, barrel. She took it outside and threw it in the barrel. And burned it. He got in trouble because he was getting ready to take it up out to the driver. We had to go up a big tall hill like there at Jonesboro right there at the fire station, and then you go up the hill. He said, y'all want to see this man pull that hill? All right, Billy. I don't remember anybody getting put off. The bus. Might sit on the front seat, end up sitting on the front seat. Nobody wanted to sit on the front seat. But I got to sit on the front seat. One time, Mr. James, he liked me because I was talkative and friendly and stuff. Here, you can sit on the front seat, so I got to sit on the front seat. Playing a game called Snatch the Bacon or something, wasn't it? It was more like you put it down in the middle and you see who could get it first or whatever. Remember playing ball. He worked for Smith Grain. There at Limestone. She does housework. And I don't remember working too much until after he died, because he died when I was like 9 years old. I started working when I was about 15. I remember working an after-school program. I remember working a summer program one year. Another school that I went to, Westview. I think it was then. It was after they integrated the school. It was okay. We didn't have too many problems because we was like mouthy. Anybody said anything, you gonna get it. Because we had a cousin. He was a lighter complexion than we was, and we was in the gym one day waiting for the bus, and we was talking to him. They said, y'all shouldn't be talking to him. That's our cousin, and they just looked at us like we were crazy. When we went to high school, a lot of times somebody that you didn't really like, somebody else did, and when you're playing volleyball, you're going to get it. We'll knock your head off. Washington College Academy, and I think I went there maybe 2 years. I quit school because I got pregnant with my girls. I had a set of twins. Twins runs in my family. My grandmother had a set. My aunt had a set. Her daughters had a set. I had a set. Said every other generation, but I got a nephew that's got a set. Mine are identical. When I was about 16. Later on, me and their dad got married, but we just couldn't get along. So we separated. He never did marry again, but I did, to my husband now. And he's from Knoxville. And we've been married for 35 years. 2 boys and 2 girls. Melinda and Melissa. And see, when my girls moved to Nashville, they asked me, was I going down? I said, no, I'm not going to Nashville. Too big. And when I first moved to Johnson City, I really didn't like it, You was in the country, everybody knew each other, everybody was friendly. If you done something and Mama was at work, your neighbor could whoop you and nothing said. Yeah, because you could be here in Johnson City and say something to somebody's child, honey, they'd be up in your face in a heartbeat. And even now, see, when I moved up here, I moved over in Keystone. I mean, we was close-knit. And if somebody died, you know, we was all there, you know, like Keystone Capers. That's what we started calling each other. And you have more of an advantage if you look like you was white. Because I remember a girl went to school with us, and they gave her a problem all the time. And we got tired of it. And somebody chased her down the hall one day, and she ran out the door, and when she did, she hit the windows and cut her hands. And me and my sisters, boy, I mean, we really let them have and said, from now on, if you got any smart remark to say about her, we better not hear it, or we're going to whoop your hind end. Because she could pass for white. Because her mom worked downtown there somewhere, and they thought she was white. Because like on my daddy's side, the Wattersons, we went to a family reunion one year, and we was like, what the black people are? These people are all right. I'm at a family reunion one year and sitting with somebody, and I thought they were Mexican or something. They said, oh, those are your cousins. I thought, oh, okay. And it's held in Bellerton every year, Bellerton, Tennessee, because the interstate went straight through my grandmother's house. They took that farm. And see, when we go to family reunions, we can stand out there on the road and see the interstate. My family owns all that down there. They even have their own church. It's called Miller Chapel. And the name of the road is Miller Road. And Mama said as far as she could remember, in 1956, they would go up in the mountains, you know, drink moonshine and play the fiddle and dance and go on all night long. And then they would roast this big pig down in a pit. I don't know whether anybody else does that or not, but we finally tasted some of the pig out there one year. And I've got one cousin that's still alive, and I think he's 95. And usually when the family reunion comes now, and I'll go out to his house. And this past year we went to the church, you know. I mean, at least they did save the building. I don't approve of them tearing down stuff. You keep it, yeah. It's like the church in Elizabeth. And honey, it's a warehouse looking thing now. They should have kept that building. Could have fixed it up some way. I had to quit work in 2000 because in 1986 I fell at work, leaving work, and broke my ankle on both sides of this foot. Went back to work. 2000, I had what they call osteomyelitis in this foot. And they thought they was going to have to cut it off after the hospital. They said it had went completely in the bone. I had to have treatments of antibiotics for 8 straight weeks, 7 days a week. To get that out of my system. They talked like it could come back, but it hadn't. ETSU, I worked out there for 24 years and 4 months clean. And we went to school, took classes and stuff and everything, and I tried to get my GED and pass, so I said, here, won't bother with it. When I get in there, all these younger people in there, I thought, why are they in here? There need to be older people in here. I might have a chance. Yeah, not thinking on their end here. And I enjoyed out there because I loved the students. And the last place I worked was in the mini dome. And you seen the ball players and everything. Paid because I had to, you know, come home. And I got, you know, closer to people over there, you know, that I worked around and everything. They were real nice people. Yeah, I love to cook for people. They done work on the house. It was a Christian group, and they go through and do work on your home and stuff and everything. They built the ramp here inside porch, put down flooring downstairs, put the roof on, put another roof on outside there in the back. They were here, and I fed them fish. I fixed tilapia all the time now, and I'd rather have the whiting. Not too many boys tried to fight me and my sister. You had to fight the neighbors' children. And one of them, I was always good with throwing rocks or something. You know, I had a good left. I'm going to hit you. Because I remember throwing a stick at my baby brother. And it was turned this way, you know, like side. And by the time it got to him, it was straight up and down. Remember when I went to, but most of the memories about Booker T. Washington was good, you know. It was good.